Right, hello everyone and welcome to another flight in FSX. Now, where I am in Scotland, it is beautiful sunshine.
Mike, Quebec, Hotel, Uniform, 2 mile, final runway, 23.
Golf, Mike, Quebec, Hotel, Uniform, Tower, winds 26,
We'll wait for that to finish.
and 14.
Roger, Golf, Mike, Quebec, Hotel, Uniform.
Yep, it's beautiful sunshine down where I am, so I thought this would be perfect weather for doing the flight from Inverness down to Edinburgh, only to get to Inverness and to find it's heavy rain and thunder and lightning. I suppose we'll probably get the window wipers on, aren't we? If I remember how to actually get them on. Well, we need to stop here for a little second anyway to do our run-up checks. So we'll bring park and brake in, and then we're going to go here. Window wipers. There we go. Right, okay, so we're parked up here, so we're going to do our run-up checks. So take this down, reset prop light is on, which is a good thing, so let's bring the props forward. That's that done. And final thing to do is check the beta lights are working, which they are, so that's fine. So now we're going to go to the runway approach line. So, I've not quite decided yet if I'm putting my flight notes for this up yet. I've not quite decided if I'm putting my my flight notes for this on this video or not, because...
Golf, Mike, Quebec, Hotel, Uniform, at Bravo 5.
Golf, Mike, Quebec, Hotel, Uniform, ground, taxi to the ramp.
Taxi to the ramp, Roger. Golf, Mike, Quebec, Hotel, Uniform.
Golf, Mike, Quebec, Hotel, Uniform, Tower, turn off at the next high speed and hold contact ground 122.6 when runway is clear.
Ground 122.6. Golf, Mike, Quebec, Hotel, Uniform.
I'm just waiting for the runway to be cleared. I can't quite see who it is on the runway. Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! Okay, so it's a little bit fidgety to try and use the zoom. But yeah, we can see the little twin engine plane down there on the runway. So he's about to turn off, which he has done. So we're going to taxi on the runway. To get to the holding point where we need to be. So let's go do that. Don't know why there's two lines that diverge to the same place. That seems a little bit odd. Whoa, game, behave! Jesus Christ. Frames. Don't know what's happening there. So we're just taxiing along. When we get to runway 23, we're going to have to do a quick about turn. And we're going a little bit fast. I think they rain textures are starting to play havoc a little bit with there. Temperature's quite cold, so let's...
Victor 109, contact tower 122.6.
Okay, acknowledging contact, shift 1.
Tower on 122.6, Victor 109. Tower Victor 109, ready for departure, runway 23.
Victor 109, roger. Victor 109, tower, runway 23, line up and wait.
Okay, line up and wait we've got.
Runway 23, roger, Victor 109.
So this is the edge of the runway, so I'm just gonna... behave, game!
Ground, call Julia, Kilo, ready for clearance. 2, Echo, call Alpha, Charlie, airport.
Juliet, Kilo. Ground, cleared. 2, Echo, Alpha, Charlie, airport. As filed, climb, flight level 60, squawk 4215, departure frequency 119.35.
Cleared. 2, Echo, call Alpha.
Victor 109, winds 265 at 14, runway 23, cleared for takeoff.
Alright, that's it. We've been given our takeoff clearance. So, let's peg it. A wee bit of a spirited start. Oh shit.
Takeoff Victor 109.
Rotate.
Okay, let's get...
Ground, call Julia, Kilo, request startup.
Juliet, Kilo, ground, startup approved. Romeo, Hotel, Juliet, November, tower, runway 23, line up and wait.
Runway 23, roger, go. Romeo, Hotel, Juliet, November.
Right, okay, we're up. Oops. Let's put it in an altitude and head and hold.
Ground, call Julia, Kilo, request taxi.
Juliet, Kilo.
We're
ground,
not
taxi,
doing...
runway
Yeah, there we go.
23, QNH, 993.
Runway 23, QNH, 993, call Julia, Kilo.
It's alright. The altimeter's just playing it up a little bit. Right, so we're successfully up in the air, so we're going to do a quick direction change down to...
Heading
Let's do...
180, set and check.
So that's going to take us down to our first waypoint. Right, okay.
Victor 109, contact departure 119.35.
Contact departure, acknowledging contact.
Over to departure 119.35. Departure Victor 109 is with you, leaving 1,200 feet, all flight level 60.
Victor 109, departure, radar contact on flight level 100.
Very good.
Climb flight level 100, Victor 109.
Let's go down to autopilot. So altitude we're going for. It seems to be broken. Come on. Right, okay. 10,000. There we go. So we we can't go much higher than that because we're not a pressurized aircraft, so we're climbing far too fast. Forward. So that was a wee bit of a whoopsie. Oh, I just realized another one. Right, okay. Let's get the taxi lights off, and we can probably get our window wind.
Jersey 12826 is with you and 4,000 feet with Papa.
Jersey 1282. Approach. Expect
Heading
next to the
09.
runway 23.
Runway 23,
Heading
Jersey
10, set and
1286.
check.
Right, so now that we're up in the sky, basically our path of navigation, we're going to follow the airway numbered N560. We're going to follow that for 3 waypoints, and then we are going to be directed under VOR to Perth Airport, which we're not landing at obviously, we're just using that as a waypoint. And Perth marks the start of the standard instrument approach into Edinburgh Airport, and so that's what we'll be doing. So, still a wee bit concerned about all this buffeting. We do seem to be having quite a considerable amount of turbulence. So I'm going to give...
Your com.
Got it.
Co-pilot's got control of the comms. At the moment I am maintaining control of the aircraft just in case something goes considerably tits up. Now that we're up in the sky...
Altimeter check.
leave frequency for weather.
Departure Victor 109. Needs to leave the frequency to get weather.
Victor 109. Report back up within 4 minutes.
Inverness, local status, information Papa, winds 265, F1, 4, visibility 10, rain clouds, scattered 1,500, broken 90,000, temperature 3, dew point 1, QNH 993, landing at departure, runway
Altimeter's not
23.
changed, that's fine.
Departure Victor 109, Takeoff.
Right, okay.
109. Roger, thank you.
I think we're okay to give...
Alpha, Quebec Hotel Uniform is with you at 4,000
Oh no, that's not for me, okay.
feet with Papa.
Golf Alpha, Quebec, Hotel, Uniform, approach.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Expect sector to the runway 23.
Runway 23, Golf Alpha, Quebec Hotel Uniform.
Your plane.
Got it.
Right, here we go.
Departure Golf Romeo Hotel Juliet November is with you, leaving flight level 554, flight level 150.
Golf Romeo, Hotel, Juliet, November, radar contact, climb, flight level 150, flight heading 075.
Climb flight level 150, right heading 075, Golf Romeo Hotel Juliet November.
Right, so the co-pilot's now in primary control of this plane. He's currently flying us over towards Dalo, which is our first... Sorry, that was like an L on my screen. David, which is our first waypoint on our airway. He's got control of the plane. I'm just going to supervise things because, you know, this is quite a rough ride so far. And while all this is going on, I'm going to get us set up for landing at the runway. So, I want to set our waypoint, we'll set it on nav2 actually, so 110.4. And then we'll set the ILS up as 108.9. So that's fine. And we will set Edinburgh, which is 3 3, 4, 1. Okay, so all our instrumentations are set. So let's zoom back out. Wow, we're really in the thick of it. We don't have a navigation lock at the moment, which is fine. We do have NDB lock, which is fine. We don't currently have an emergency, so we don't need to deal with that. But yeah. Okay. So I'm hoping we should be able to get, what altitude are we at? We're just passing 5,000 feet, so I'm hoping we'll be able to get above the, what was that? Oh, of course. I forget that the Flight Sim Commander beeps whenever you pass a waypoint, which means we've now passed Deva, and we're now on to Goosey, which is going to be our next waypoint. Our passengers are still very much scared. However, the rain, oh no, the rain is there and it's still going, it just doesn't quite look like it. So yes, we are going to be flying above the Highlands. In fact, I wonder if we can see, look. Yeah, we can. Let's hop over to co-pilot and the co-pilot seat. And we look over to Loch Ness, which is the one with a weird kind of triangular mesh at this distance. I think Loch Ness lies on quite a, it's actually a fault line in Scotland, so thank you very much, co-pilot. We'll get the, I can't even see them. Landing lights are off, right. Yeah, so as you can see, it kind of starts over by the sea and then it comes in, and it's this quite long linear pattern of lochs, the most famous of which of course being Loch Ness, rumored to be home of Nessie. Right, okay. So yeah, even the passengers get a nice little view for a while. So yes, we're now into the cruise, so I don't have a great deal to talk about for this, so I'm just going to sit back, relax, and let you guys enjoy this wonderful, miserable, grey Scottish weather. Right, so as we leave the lochs and things of the north, we are now leaving our airway in 560, and we're now heading over towards Perth, which is some ways away. Are we at? Yeah, we're just about at our 10,000 feet thing. What I'm looking for at the moment, there's supposedly a grass airport off to the right. I think. Yeah, well, we just as we go into a cloud, unfortunately, we can't see it. But yeah, there is a glass. A glass. Christ, glass would be good, wouldn't it? Let's see what it's called. It is Feshy Bridge Cairngorm. So that's a airport at the foot of the Cairngorms.
Right, this is parking 459.
Zulu, X-ray, Romeo, Charlie, maintain 3,400 feet, QNH, 997, inbound, approach civilian side, visual approach.
Maintain 3,400 feet, Golden, Zulu, X-ray, Romeo, Charlie.
Bravo, Lima, Alpha, Papa, Sierra, flight level 100.
Bravo, Lima, Alpha, Papa, Sierra, Scottish Control, roger, resume on navigation.
Resume on navigation, Bravo, Lima, Alpha, Papa, Sierra.
Victor 109, contact, approach 128.97.
Approach on 128.97. Approach Victor 109 is with you at flight level 100 with Quebec.
Victor 109, approach, expect better to the runway 24.
Runway 24, Victor 109.
Victor 109, fly heading 175, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 993.
Descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 993, heading 175, Victor 109.
Descending below 10,000 feet, Captain.
Right, okay, so we've now been vectored in towards runway 24, which is what we've been assigned. So the co-pilot has set up... yes, the co-pilot has set up the ILS and switched it over to Nav 1. So now I'm just going to maintain our speed a bit. Too far out for an ILS lock. I'm just going to ease back on the throttle a little bit as we're starting to break through the clouds ever so slightly. We can certainly afford some time saving because we've got a lot of time in hand until we get to the airport. It's showing that, well, we've got 50 minutes late until, pardon me, we've got 50 minutes left until our planned arrival, and FSCommander is showing 20 minutes en route. So yes. Flight sim had a little moment there, but it is still alive. So, that's not for us. Passengers are getting a little bit of a view, but we are currently flying through a lot of clouds. Jesus, I'm just looking at radar contact. There's a military aircraft somewhere off to the east that's just hauling ass at 400 knots. Okay, so we can't really see it because we're in a cloud, but we're Perth airfield is just about, yeah, we're just about over Perth airfield. So this is Perth. This is what we're using for navigation, but we're obviously not landing here. Yeah, okay, so co-pilot set that in. We're below.
Landmark 456 is with you, leaving flight level 1054, flight level 150. Landmark 456, radar contact, climb, flight level 150, fly heading 315. Climb, flight level 150, fly heading 315, landmark 456.
Okay, so runway 24 means that we're going to be skipping most of the star steps, I think, that we have planned. Apparently the stars can be used for any runway at Edinburgh Airport, but the one that takes us out to Grice is basically if you were landing at the other of Edinburgh's runways, which we're not. So, yeah, this is going to be quite a short path.
Departure, Golf Juliet, Kilo is with you, leaving 5,500.
At least the weather's starting to clear up the further south that we get. We've still got a lot of
Passing transition altitude, Captain.
yeah.
Climb, flight level 150, fly heading 225, Golf Juliet, Kilo.
Over in the distance there we can see RAF Lookers.
6537 is with you at 4,800 feet with Quebec.
I forget if you can focus on it.
37 approach, expect better to the runway 24.
Runway 24 orbits 6537.
So Lookers is actually the only place where I have done powered flying. I have done gliding, but that was done at a different airfield. Oh good, we have ILS locked now, so that's promising.
Reaching transition altitude, Captain.
So apparently we've only been told to descend to 6,000 feet, which is probably a bit... Well, actually it's not too unusual, to be honest.
Departure, landmark 456 is with you, leaving flight level 1054, flight level 150. Landmark 456, radar contact, climb, flight level 150, fly heading 315. Climb, flight level 150, fly heading 315, landmark 456.
So at the moment, just looking at the map, basically I didn't talk about this actually, and I don't think I have it in my flight. No, I didn't write it down in my flight notes, but I wrote it in my flight notes for radar contact, that in the event of an emergency, we would be circling back to Perth just now, which we have all of the approach information for. However, if something was... if something was amazingly urgent that came up, we could land at Fife Airport or Portmaoke, which is nearby. Oh no.
Departure, landmark 456 is with you, leaving flight level 104, flight level 150, landmark 4.
Yeah, it's Portmaoke. Yeah. And so this directly in front of us, I think, is Fife and Fife Airport. Ah! Yes! So in the event that something went seriously tits up, this is where we would be landing. But for the moment, yeah, things are looking pretty calm and collected. No. So of course what the radio... Okay, again, that's not for us. So what the radio messages that we were just hearing were there was a plane flying quite close to us at the same height as us. I didn't really mention it, but I was monitoring on FSPassengersX because I was also getting warnings on that. So we're just monitoring this at the moment. There seems to be, I've not seen them in forever, and on this flight so far there seems to be a hell of a lot of the kind of default brands, like the crappy flight sim stuff that comes as default, the Orbit and Pacifica Airways. They are still around. Looks like we're getting another warning. FSPassengersX about a close proximity aircraft. I'm going to switch to monitor capture.
Departure, Shamrock 2252 is with you, leaving 5,500 feet for flight level 15.
Okay.
Shamrock 2252, radar contact, climb.
So this is radar contact, this is us, and this fucker here who's pulsating, he's at the same height as us, and he is gaining on us. So he'll probably end up getting vectored away. Let's just hover over.
109, fly heading 060 degrees.
Heading 060 degrees. Victor
I don't even have a clue
109.
where he's going. But we're being vectored away, which is fine.
6537, contact tower 118.7.
Tower 118.7, orbits 6537.
Whoops, my radar contact zoom out.
Aaron 3673 is with you at 4,800 feet with Quebec.
Aaron 3673, approach. Expect better to the runway 24.
Runway 24, near Aaron 3673.
Okay, so what's happening just now is we're being vectored into effectively a holding pattern.
09, traffic 10 o'clock 2 miles southwest bound. Aaron at 6,000 feet.
Victor 109.
Yeah, we can see.
Golf Mike uniform X-ray hotel. Traffic 1 o'clock 2 miles northeast bound at 6,000 feet.
Golf Mike, X-ray hotel.
I can't quite see them. Okay, so 4,000 feet.
109, fly heading 150 degrees.
This is a busy airspace today.
Altitude 4,000 feet. Victor 109. Heading 150 degrees. Victor 109.
So we've now been vectored off of our holding pattern, and we're now being vectored into
Passing transition altitude, Captain.
which is just fine. So we're now crossing the Firth of Forth, and once we do, well, actually no, once we almost reach the coast, where we're going to come out, we're going to come out facing, oh pardon me, we're going to come out facing East Lothian, heading towards the direction of East Fortune Airfield, which is the home of the Scottish Flight Museum, and it actually has a Concorde in it. So it's a reasonably big landmark out in East Lothian. It was 4,000 we were vectored to, wasn't it? Yeah, 4,000. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So as soon as we hit 4,000, feet, we're basically going to get...
109, approach 13 miles from the marker, fly heading to 10 degrees, maintain 3,500 feet until established on the localizer, cleared by LS, runway 24, approach.
Flight heading 210 degrees, maintain 3,500 feet, cleared by LS, runway 24, approach Victor 109.
So let's have a look if he set all that up. Right, yes. So he set up the approach, Mr. Co-Pilotman, and we are well below the localizer and well off to the right.
Contact tower 118.7.
Tower 118.7, Sticker 7400.
So my co-pilot is still in charge. My god, this is a really busy airspace today.
Scottish control line 1 later, decimal 87, Shamrock 2252.
Shit! I didn't read that. Right, heading, altitude, and approach. What I was trying to do was, is it Alt-Z then? Nope, Shift Z? Yes, I'm just keeping an eye on my frames at the moment.
Echo 481, approach, expect vectors to the runway 24.
My plane.
Yours.
Okay, so now that we're set up on the localizer, it has taken control of the heading bug. As you see, we've passed from the right side over to the left side. So, yes, given that the autopilot is in charge of us, this is an ideal time for me to take over, well, get ready to take over control of the helm. So we're just monitoring this. I'm going to quickly go off screen to zoom us in on the airport. Doesn't look like there's much going to be troubling us. We can just make out the 4th bridge ahead.
Traffic 122 o'clock, 4 miles northeast bound, orbit Airbus at 3,000 feet.
Victor 109.
Yep, that's fine.
6537, traffic 122 o'clock, 4 miles southwest bound at 3,000 feet.
Orbit 6537.
Aran 3673, contact tower 118.7.
Tower 118.7, Air Aaron 3673.
Okay, so yeah, descent's going well. It's going to be a long and steady descent this into Edinburgh. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep up our speed until we hit about here in terms of height for the localizer, which actually isn't going to be too long, and then I'm going to start bleeding off our speed. I'm going to start bleeding off our speed in order to lower the flaps. So we're just going to wait for that to occur. Close enough. So, we've got the engines down. We're still on altimeter hold for the moment, which is fine. Okay, we're starting to level out a bit, so let's just... raise us up. There's nothing much coming behind us, so we're okay. We're just going to wait for the autopilot to take control of the height. With the exception of that one teensy tiny little cloud, it does look like we've got a relatively clear run into Edinburgh. And the approach lock now has full control of the aircraft. So, we're back into the beta range. I'm just going to bleed our speed until we get into that little white bar. Close enough, so we'll go in with stage 1 flaps. Increase the throttles a little bit to compensate. Do stage 2 flaps. And that should take us to stage 3. I'm not going to do stage 4 because Edinburgh is quite a big airfield. We don't need stage 4 flaps. The reason that I'm choosing to do this now is because if I hop onto this view and then down. Where the heck is it? I don't see it. We've actually just been undertaken by... yeah, we've just been undertaken by an airliner, so I'm struggling to spot it. Yeah, I don't spot it. So, we'll go back inside.
Golf, Juliet, Papa, Bravo, Sierra, contact, Scottish, control, 119 decibels, 7, see you later.
Scottish Control 119.87 Golf, Juliet, Papa, Bravo, Sierra.
Okay, so we've got quite...
Traffic 122 o'clock, 3 miles northeast, bound Aran ATR at 3,000 feet.
Victor 109.
Aran 3673, traffic 2 o'clock, 3 miles southwest, bound at 3,000 feet.
Here, Aran 3673.
Right, okay, we're well above glide slope at the moment.
Bravo is with you, leaving 5,500 feet or flight level 150.
Echo India, Victor Quebec, Bravo, radar contact, climb, flight level 150, fly heading to 10 degrees.
Climb flight level 150, fly heading to 10 degrees. Echo India, Victor Quebec, Bravo.
Right, okay, we've got a number of fast aircraft coming onto the approach pattern, so I'm kind of half hoping that we get the landing clearance so that we don't have to go into a kind of go around fiasco. Frames are starting to come down a bit. I'm afraid this is going to be quite a low frame landing because the Edinburgh scenery is quite detailed as we start getting close to it. Are they doing 250 bloody knots? I'm just talking about those planes that are coming in behind us.
Golf, Papa, Charlie, Tango, Papa is with you at 4,000
Well, they're about to get very close to us. I hope we don't get ganked. Because radar contact is supposed to avoid this. Well, it's not going to hit us. But yeah, that's too close.
0, 9.
KLM 1276, contact departure 128.907.
Let's make sure we don't get ganked by that second thing.
Runway 24, Takeoff, India, Victor, from Tower Wind 255, that's 12, Roger, India, Victor, Quebec, Down X4, A1, 5, 4, Takeoff 481, Tower Wind 255, that's 12, X4, A1.
I think what's happened is radar contacts told them to slow up because I'm on approach, and it's kind of causing them to kind of derp out a little bit because they can't go as slow as I'm going.
Tower go, Echo go, Sierra Delta 7 mile, idle runway 2, or go, Echo go, Sierra Delta Tower winds 255, that's 12, Roger go, Echo go, Sierra Delta.
But it's fine. We're on good approach. Good approach. Got a clear run at the airport now.
Victor 109, runway 2, clear to land.
Okay, so we've been given primary landing clearance over Milado's here, and I don't know where the other one's gone. It's probably despawned because it was too close to us for too long. Okay, so now it's a case of getting set up to do the landing. So I'm going to unhook my autopilot stop thing. We're just going to monitor this. We are getting blown about a little bit still, so that's not too much of an issue. But yeah, as I was talking about earlier, you can see that the frames are starting to come down quite a lot, because unfortunately my Edinburgh scenery is quite detailed. It's still flyable, but the viewing experience is not great. Let's shift S, let's go. Yeah, so our passengers are getting a brief glimpse of the Forth Road Bridge before we, well, Forth Road and Rail Bridge before we land.
1,000.
We're monitoring this, so 1,000. So decision height, this is going to be 200 feet. I don't know what it is for this airport, because the decision height is specific to each thing, but yeah, that's just what we've got selected at the moment, so we'll keep a wee eye out. I might disconnect the autopilot a wee bit sooner, because we are just a wee bit too much to the right for my liking. Of course, there's no auto throttle in this aircraft, so I do have full control of the throttles anyway. So I'm just using that to kind of keep us between 60 and 80
500
knots. Getting a little bit low, so we'll pick up the throttles a little bit.
400
Starting to see the frames kind of get a bit jerky now. Unfortunately, FSX's optimization isn't exactly perfect. Well, that and there's the fact that we are running 2 scenery packages here, one of them quite high end, the other one is quite low, as you can tell by the thing here. Right, okay. Yeah, so we're clear to land. I'm just going to start drifting us a little bit over to the left. We're at minimum, so we're nice and clear to land. The winds are quite light. We're able to keep to the runway center line without too much intervention, which is fine.
100.
Doesn't help when the computer freezes up like that.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Go down, nose gear touchdown. There we go. All right, let's just put the brakes on.
Victor 109, turn off at the next high speed and hold. Contact ground 121.75 and runway is clear.
All right, we're down.
121.75.
So we're just going to tuck in behind that Ryanair aircraft. It looks like there's a little bit of traffic queuing going on, so I'm just going to zoom in on Edinburgh. Here we go. Right, okay. So we're going to leave the runway here. Ah, game, behave yourself. God damn it.
Ground Victor 109 at Foxtrot 4.
Victor 109, ground. Taxi to the ramp.
Taxi to the ramp. Roger, Victor 109.
Okay, so we're gonna go. Where do I want to take this? Okay.
1441 with Quebec. Request startup.
Speedbird 1441, ground. Startup approved.
We're going to follow this Ryanair flight in. We can get the pitot heat and prop de-ice off. Yeah, so let's pick up the engines to fly idle, and yeah, let's follow the Ryanair aircraft.
Speedbird 1441 request taxi.
Speedbird 1441, ground.
Ah, game! God damn it! I don't know why you're being such a problem today. Sorry, I'm getting a bit frustrated.
Niner 7 Speedbird 1441.
Okay, so I'm not going to. In fact, no. Yeah, I am, because I don't know. I think the Pacifica aircraft, which is in front of our nose just now, is being held waiting for the Ryanair aircraft to go past, because there's not a free stall before it. So we're just going to follow very gingerly. Gotta love the size difference between us, eh? So yes, that Pacifica is being held, and the Ryanair is going the same place as us. So what I was trying to avoid by doing what I'm doing just now was cutting in front of the Ryanair and perhaps accidentally taking a stall that might have belonged to him. So now that we're clear, I imagine the Pacifica air. Oh no, it's getting unloaded now. So it's still on our frequency, but yeah, it looks like it's just landed. So the Ryanair aircraft is coming in. I think we're going to park up next to this Ryanair aircraft that's in front of us, depending on where this one directly in front of us ends up. We're not going to take up a jetway, because there's not much need to do that. I don't want to park at GA parking either, because we're a legitimate airline, aren't we? Aren't we? Okay, so he's turning in there, so we're gonna go in at stall. Which stall do we want? Let's have a little look. We're gonna go for gate 100, I think. Okay. Or actually, perhaps we'll go 102. 102 seems better. Right, so we're gonna stop here. And that's us! Welcome to Edinburgh, my current home. So let us... flaps are already up yet, that's great. So, parking brake set, power levers idle, propeller levers now full feathered. We'll get the generators off, in fact, we'll get the fasten seatbelt sign off as well. Fuel levers can now come off. Let's see. Boost pump switch off. So that's you and you. And then we'll just have to wait for the engines to kind of spool down. So it's at 10% RPM. So while we're waiting on the last couple, oh no, well that is them locked down I suppose, so we'll get the critique. Let's have a look, and let's get the light switch off.
Excellent, real good job. You're going to put FSDo out of business, you keep this up. Congratulations, see you next flight.
Woo. Right, let's open the door. So let us once again change recording method. And we'll go do FS Passengers, and we're just going to end the flight. So we got a nice landing. Woohoo! Penalty cost, yeah, we got penalty because of landing lights. Yeah, that was my bad. Oh, and we got another thing. Okay, well, that's fine. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. So yes, that's us. Record this flight. Woohoo! So thank you for joining me with this episode of FSX. I've been talking about it a few times, but this time, when we come back for our next flight, we are not going to be flying the Twin Otter. We're going to be flying a different aircraft. We're not going to be leaving the Twin Otter alone, but we're going to spend some time with a different aircraft first. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!